All right, this car just got back from about a 1,000-mile road trip. It's thrashed, it's got bug guts, it's got dirt roads, all that. And I don't have all day to clean it up. I have about 15-20 minutes. So I wanted to show you my quick 15-20 minute wash routine to get this car looking great. I will say that this car is ceramic coated. However, it went into the dealership for service and they did wash it. So I have no idea how the condition of the car is gonna be. I'm hoping it beads water good, but I just wanted to show you my quick wash routine to get this car looking very good again and remove all the dirt and grime and crap like that without spending all day washing your car. So I'm gonna show you how to do it right now. All right, so for this, I'm gonna use the Decon Bundle. So with the Decon Bundle, you get a gallon of the Super Soaper, you do get a gallon of the Pure Magic Cleaner in its concentrated form, and you do get a 16 ounce of Tough Shell. What I do is I mix 2 ounces of the Super Soaper and 2 ounces of the Pure Magic Cleaner concentrate into a foam cannon, and it makes that into 32 ounces of water, and I will do a dry foam. So the reason why I'm doing this is whether it's like wintertime and you got a lot of buildup on your car, or like this from the road trip, just a lot of buildup. So the Super Soaper probably would do fine just by itself, but I want a little extra cleaning ability and power, and so I'm gonna mix them together in the foam cannon and do a dry foam. So that's what I'm gonna go do now, is foam the car while it's dry. Now the tires are pretty brown, but honestly this car's ceramic coated, and I did put tire shine on the car before we left. And so honestly, I'm assuming that everything is pretty surfacey. But we'll see. I don't know which way the wind's going, and I don't want to hit your puppy, so. Just like always, we're at about a half a foam cannon because we're gonna foam rinse. And not only do I wanna do this relatively quickly, again, the goal is kind of under 20 minutes for the outside of the car, but it's hot. I don't wanna overwork it. We're pushing 90 degrees today, so I wanna get this done quick and quickly and effectively, because I don't want to be out here too long. So that's kind of the whole gist of this video, is how can we do this quickly but get the result that we want. So I'm going to let this foam dwell, again, direct sun. I'm going to let it dwell for about 3 to 5 minutes to really break down all the dirt, and we'll see where we're at after the rinse, and then I'll do a second foam and we will rinse it again, and we should be good to go. The vast majority of time that we're gonna spend is letting the foam dwell on the car. So it only takes a couple minutes to foam the car up, but then again, 3 to 5 minutes to let it dwell. So the majority of the time is gonna be spent with me peeking back into my shaded area and letting the product do what the product's gonna do. All right, gonna do a quick rinse. This is the initial rinse, and you don't want it to dry completely on the surface, but it could get pretty dry. So we'll see where we're at. And as you can see, obviously this is just a side note, but this is the Gloss Boss that's been on there, and it's doing phenomenal. That is really gonna help us to do these washes quickly and efficiently. And because look at the underlying protection that's on the car, is just phenomenal. So that's really gonna help all that dirt and grime just sit on the surface, which is gonna help us accomplish my goal of cleaning this car very quickly, like sub 20 minutes. Did I just blast you? Sorry. All right, so the car, that was my first initial rinse. Or foam and rinse. I'm gonna foam it up again, but I was just thinking so much of making sure your car wash can go quickly is in the prep of everything. So by that, I mean having it ceramic coated before, making sure I had all dressed up on the tires. There will be certain parts of the car, where did I see, like, I think right around here, like my kids rubbed some like sunscreen or something. You might not even be able to catch that on camera, or there's a couple embedded bugs on the windshield. But that first foam and rinse gets the car significantly cleaner, almost, you know, I'm saying 95% cleaner, which is significant compared to a general pH neutral soap, which, by the way, this is going to be pH neutral. It just has incredible cleaning ability. So on the second foam, which I'm going to do right now, this gives you a couple different options that you can do. If you need to go in and do a contact wash, the surface is way safer now to do a contact wash than just pre-rinsing the car. Like a bug like this that's been kind of splattered on there and got the windshield you know, this is probably not gonna come off with just soap only. So I might do a contact wash on just the glass. But if, you know, if you wanted to do a contact wash, this is gonna be a much safer position to do it. If you needed to clay bar a car, you could do it in your second foam now that the surface is, again, much cleaner. So I'm gonna start by foaming the top, and then I'll probably do a contact wash just on the glass, that front windshield. But this car is already looking significantly cleaner. And when I only have a little bit left in the foam cannon, I just make it foam like crazy. So I turn the foam cannon all the way up, and I just juice the rest of the cannon. Make a real foam party. Or you could leave it for the next wash, but I don't. Okay, so if you are gonna do a contact wash, I just kind of pressure wash the towel, but normally what I'll do is I will tuck the towel. I use these orange wash towels, and the reason why I use these is, again, goes back to the theory of being as safe as possible. And so what I like is that you could flip constantly to a fresh, clean side. So if you are doing, like, I don't know, this panel, right? And you're doing this and you go all the way down to the bottom, the Super Soaper, there's no dirt on there, so it's clean. But when you go to the next panel, you could switch to a perfectly clean side. So I am gonna do a little contact on the front windshield because that bug guts. But again, the Super Soaper has completely loosened it off the surface, and so it just comes right off, and you can still see, not even dirty at all. So I'm gonna go over to this side, I'm gonna flip to a clean side, hit this side of the windshield. No pressure, no nothing. Everything just comes right off. And then, because remember that smudge or something we saw on this door for my kids, it's probably gonna take a little contact there, but again, no pressure at all. And the only little bit of dirt is right there because I caught it on the fender. But even that would come right off. But again, if you wanted to do it again or move to the next panel, completely safe to do it. Again, just a little bit of dirt right there from that lower part of the panel, but you can see how softened the dirt is because it literally comes right out of the towel. So it's completely softened. What else did I see? The kids left some happy faces for me back here in the paint, which I always appreciate them scratching the paint for me. That's gonna take a little bit of a contact wash. And since I'm here, might as well just wash the whole back down. And if you wanted to do the whole entire car, go ahead. It's just really hot and I don't want to do the whole car, and I don't think it's necessary to do the whole car except for those kind of hot areas. But I'm not worried about the bugs on the front or anything like that. And so let's rinse this off and I'll show you how clean the surface of the car really is. Let me grab a towel and I'll show you just how clean the surface of this car is. Again, we didn't touch it, just simply foamed it. Grab a fresh, clean orange wash towel. These are also great for applying toughest shell, kind of a general purpose towel, but let's see how we did. Again, perfectly clean. This panel is obviously going to be, remember that's where that smudge was, but we did a contact wash, but again, no dirt at all on the towel. Back here as well, this was really hammered back here. No dirt. So that's how you can ensure you get a completely safe wash. You could go directly into your drying. I would use the XL drying towel, probably a blower to blow out all the cracks and everything, but at least you know that the surface is completely clean. Because a lot of scratching, a lot of marring, a lot of issues happen when the surface is not clean. And of course, I would hit it with toughest shell as well, which also comes in the Decon package. So I'll make sure to link everything below. I'm not gonna dry this car because I have another video coming up of a product that I swear I'm not gonna release, but I'll probably end up releasing. So if you wanna check that out, that is coming soon on my channel. This is a foam on, think like Geon wet coat, protector wax by Kosh Chemi. This is the second iteration of this one that's supposed to foam better, foam more, not streak, especially on the glass. So that's what I'm gonna move into. I'm gonna record a second video right now with this, so you could check that out on my channel. But that's how I wash a car, a thrash car, even when it's really dirty, in sub 20 minutes. We'll see what the edit is, but it should be under 20 minutes, so fingers crossed. So with that, I'll link everything below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.